Deep within a wood so old, the trees have forgotten paths, there are things that watch. Not animals, not men, things that remember what it was to be both. And when no one is listening, the trees will whisper his name. This is the forgotten forest. This is where the Goatman walks. Something about this place calls to him, something dark and ancient. For here, beyond the roots and rocks, memory sleeps and dreams of claws and fangs and eyes that gleam. It is here he comes to hunt. Under your skin, the prickle of awareness. A twig snapped, a breath held, but when you turn, there is nothing there. They say he made a terrible mistake, a transgression against nature that twisted his face into a mask of horns and sinew and eyes like shattered lanterns. The voices of children, of lovers, of family, whispering on the wind, calling you by your name, beckoning you closer with promises of safety and solace. And when the sun rises, you'll wake up beneath a tree, his mercy having spared your life, but cursed you nonetheless. And he's patient, he lets you come to him. He became a monster in a world that rejected him, and some say he wasn't made, but born. But the truth is, the Goatman isn't a mystery. He's a mirror. He's the darkness that gathers at the edges of our camps, the unease we feel in the stillness of the night, the primal fear of the unknown that has been with us since we first looked up at the stars and wondered that he is a punishment sent to cleanse the sins of men. The closest anyone ever came to him was in 1971, near Maryland's Governor's Bridge. 3 teenagers reported seeing a shadowy figure matching the Goatman's description, heard his inhuman scream and fled. Their car was found still warm and empty days later, and whatever he is, he waits for you. Comment below, what would you become if the forest asked you for a sacrifice? And when you look back, the trees have closed ranks, swallowed the sound, erased the trace of anything out of place. A towering figure cloven at the shoulders, with the head of a goat and legs ending in hard, twisting hooves that leave their mark in the mud. And sometimes the forest itself seems to shudder at what lies beneath its roots, at what stirs in the shadows cast by ancient trees. And when the moon is full, they call to him, don't look, just run, he's closer than you think and he's never alone. They call him from places of pain, from crossroads and cemeteries, from the hollowed ground where bones are found and the air is thin and cold, and you press on, deeper, into the woods, and the forest takes you in its arms and holds you close. At first, you won't see him, you'll only feel it. Feel him behind your spine. Some say he was once a man, a scientist, a butcher, someone who delved too deep into the secrets of life and found something that shouldn't be found. The legend of the Goatman varies from county to county, from Texas to Kentucky to Maryland, though the shape is always the same. You might see him standing by a bridge, his silhouette a question mark against the moon, or find his tracks in the mud by an abandoned cabin, where something terrible happened, something that soaked the ground in blood and drew the Goatman's attention. Some say he was a spirit of vengeance, others a harbinger of death, but all agree he lures his victims with voices. When you do, he might greet you with a nod or a gesture, a silent acknowledgement of your shared humanity, a declaration of his power over this domain. His sightings were recorded as early as the 1950s, often near rural communities or isolated farms. There are many such stories, each adding another piece to the puzzle, another clue to unraveling the mystery. In the darkest parts of the woods, there are things we don't want to remember, things we try to forget. For, in every forest of the mind, there's a Goatman, and he knows your name. So if you hear hooves on stone or your own voice calling you, don't follow him. This is the forgotten forest. This is where the Goatman walks. Subscribe for more myths that teeter between truth and horror.